Hi, I am Nick Williams. Thank you for taking the time to come to my website. One of the inquiries of my life has really been the question, is there something we were born to do? Is there something we've come to be in this lifetime? Is there a person that we are to become in this lifetime? Do we all have a spiritual purpose? I'm often asked that question, and my answer is yes to all of those questions. I think we do have a purpose. I think there is a reason for being here. We're not just here as a bunch of biology that happened to arise. We are here for a spiritual purpose. We wanted to be here. We chose to be here. We came here and made a soul promise to be here. So I do believe there's something we were all born to do. But sadly, I don't think many of us even get exposed to that idea that there is something we're born to do. So a lot of my work is about helping people remember, discover and live and contribute what it is that they were born to do in the world. And for me that's been a great thrill to do that for myself over the years and help other people do it as well. And for me it's a never-ending journey. There's always new chapters, new evolutions to our calling. It's not a place to arrive at, it's a journey to live. So this is the current chapter of my calling, is the Born to Lead community, which I've recently created and I'm very excited about and happy to be bringing into existence in the world. Well, one of the questions I often get asked is, well, okay, if I do have a calling, how do I find it? If there is something I was born to do, what signposts can I follow? So I just want to share with you the 3 signposts that I offer to people. Now, where is our calling? I think our calling is in our heart and in our soul. So the language of the heart and the soul, I think, is of inspiration and intuition. So the first place to look for what you were born to do is in those things that really inspire you. The things that light your heart up, the things that thrill you, the things that make you think, wow, if I could do that, it would be so amazing. Because I think inspiration is the cleanest, most direct way that you discover what you were born to do. It's what you're truly inspired to do. Second place we look is in our resistance. And that may sound like a funny thing to say, but in my experience, where there's inspiration, there's resistance. The thing that you're most inspired to do is the thing that you're probably most afraid of doing, you have most resistance to doing, you distract yourself from, you get afraid of, you run away from. So paradoxically, the resistance that you have is actually a pointer, because if there wasn't resistance, there'd be no passion, there'd be no love, there'd be no energy. So your resistance shows you that there is love and passion and energy that's being covered up by fear and doubt and insecurity. So the second place to look at for your calling is where you go into most resistance. And the third place to look, is a funny kind of paradox really, you're probably already in the vicinity of it. I call it living a shadow life. So an example from my own life of living a shadow life was when I was running Alternatives many years ago, where I was hosting talks for some of the world's most successful personal and spiritual growth teachers. And for a while I enjoyed it, and then I began to get a little bit bored and frustrated and a little bit kind of, wondering what was going on really. And then I suddenly came across this idea of living a shadow life, and what I realised was I was supporting all these people putting their messages out into the world, but what I wasn't doing is listening to the messages that I had to put out into the world and putting them out there. And it was at that point that I really started to write and step up my speaking career, because I realised I was living a shadow life. So shadow life is an area that you've already been drawn to, but in a way you're kind of hiding out within it. So you may recognise that you're in a vicinity of something that you love, but you're not really fully showing up in doing of it. So those are the 3 places I invite you to look for what you were born to do and to find your calling. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. If what I've been talking to you about resonates with you at all, then by all means sign up for my free products and free programs, and I would love to engage with you more fully. Thank you for watching this. Bye bye.